Morning, everyone. Um, Lately, I've been feeling urged to share my near-death experience from back in 2011. This is the first video I've ever done, so if I seem nervous, it's because I am. Um, but I've been feeling urged a lot lately, and I just wasn't sure until last night when I came across a video on YouTube. On Gina's page or channel, and it was kind of like a little God nod saying it's time to share it, because in her video, it was a video about the sun and the plasma on the sun, and it was identical to my near-death experience and what I saw. So it started, I was in a prayer circle. There was, I think, 6 or 8 of us in this circle. We were all holding hands. We were saying the Lord's Prayer. And at the end of the prayer, as soon as we say amen, we would all raise our arms up together at the same time. Well, I don't remember even raising my arms all the way. And next thing I know, I'm running with Jesus in this bright, vibrant green grass. It was just like a big open meadow. It was so beautiful. There was a river that went all the way around the edge of it. And there was a huge, bright green tree, so full of life, right in the center. And as we were running in, as I got right beside the tree, I stopped and I just gasped really loud. I was only about 7 or 8 years old the whole time I was there. And so it was like that excited gasp that a little kid would do. And I pointed and I said, "Who is that?" Really loud and like with a squealy, high-pitched, excited kid voice. And Jesus, right beside me, is holding my hand. He's holding my left hand. And he smiled his smile was just so big. And he said, "Who do you say that it is?" And I didn't say anything at first. I didn't know. And I said, "Well, I want to go over there. How do I get over there? Because the water is going all the way around." Well, there was, on each side of the water, there was a bridge to get across. And Jesus pointed to my left, and over across the water was another big tree and my great-grandparents sitting on a park bench. And they smiled with so much love and affection and pride. They were just watching me run and play with Jesus. And they both waved at me and just smiled. And I just kept saying, "I want to go over there. I want to get over there. Can we go over there, please?" And he said yes. And then as we started running over there, it was like stopped. right in our tracks. And he said, you have to go back to your body. Your body is waiting for you. And I said, but I don't want to go. I want to stay here. And he said, the words that are being prayed, because of the words that were being prayed, I had to go back. I didn't want to come back. Given the choice, I wouldn't have come back. But I didn't really have that choice. But the colors, that they were so, I don't even know how to describe them. The blue sky, anyway, the coming in from the right in front of us it was a huge pulsating cloud covered light. It's the only way I know to describe it. But it was so bright and white, but it was shining gold. There was golden, like, beams of light, or just coming off of it, just radiating everywhere. And it was already daylight. It was like, I mean, time wasn't a thing there. So, I mean, it wasn't anything like, sorry, my cat. It was already daylight, like you would think middle of the day. It was really bright already. But when this cloud came just rolling in from the right, which is what caught my attention at first, was not only because it was so bright, the way it was moving, and it was pulsating, and it was beautiful. It was God in his throne room. It was God shining down in all his glory. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The water that was in the river that was going around the whole edge there, it was so clear it looked like crystal. I've never seen anything like it. Everything had a song. The music that I heard was just beautiful. It's the only way I know how to describe it. And that doesn't even explain it. The fish, there was, on the one side of the river, the fish were jumping, but it was like they were jumping in rhythm with the music. Even the fish jumping out of the water were singing. The birds were singing. The animals, everything, the trees, everything was alive and singing. I can't remember the song we were singing. I don't know. But when I came back and I was coming to, I remember I was singing even then, but I don't know if I was singing out loud or if I was just singing in my head. And I can't remember the song. I can't remember it at all. I just remember how beautiful it was. Anyway, this was in 2011. It was a long time ago. But lately, like I said, I've really been feeling the urge to share it for some reason. Just looking at my list here of everything I wanted to make sure I covered. Jesus' skin, it was not white, but it wasn't super dark. It was the only color I can think of to kind of describe it is like a honey colored. And it was so smooth and soft, and he was just like a big brother, playing, running and playing and laughing and making me giggle, and the entire time he was right beside me, holding my hand. It was the most amazing experience that I've ever had in my entire life. I felt more alive there than I've ever felt being here in this body. It was so light, not a care in the world. It was amazing. Amazing is the only way I can describe it. But I think that pretty much sums it up. I might go into more details later. I mean, there's not really a whole lot more details, but it was the best feelings I've ever felt. The happiest. I felt so alive, like I said, and I wasn't in my body. I really feel like our lives here we're sleeping, and when we leave our body, that's when we wake up. That's how it felt. We're not truly alive until we leave these bodies behind. I want to go back. I want to go back. I'm ready to go back home. That's what it felt like. It felt like home. But, okay, so I am going to go. If you enjoyed hearing this, even though I'm really nervous, like and subscribe. I will be sharing more things later on. I'm going to start sharing some of my dreams out of my dream journal, the ones I feel led to share. So like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to get notified whenever I do another video. And I will see you all then. God bless you all.